Charles White is going over why exactly you should be hating all of this and how this is definitely illegal or should be.
I wasn't around to witness the extinction of the dinosaurs, nor was I there to see the death of the final saber-toothed tiger.
Same.
But boy howdy, I am lucky enough to be here to witness the extinction of physical games. I swear, Sony treats physical media the same way the Men in Black treated people that witnessed alien activity. Get the neuralizer out, look here. No such thing as discs, there's only digital. They
Forget that we made fun of Xbox over a decade ago.
have now just driven the final stake in the vampire's hearts, the evil menace known as physical media. They have announced that they are ending physical production in January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles. For those that don't know, this means there will never be a physical disc for a PlayStation game, even if it's not a first-party title, because in order to even have a physical game on Sony's platform, it has to go through Sony. Thus, there will no longer be that green light, that thumbs up that lets you make a disc for their platforms. It is.
So are they done with the boxes too? Or are you still going to get the boxes with like digital codes and shit? I can, if we're still getting those, well, I'm not going to be getting it because I'm not getting a PlayStation. But if people are still going to be able to get those, how long is that going to last? And also, like, what's the point of it without a disc?
Only digital going forward. There is only Zool. It's unhinged insanity because this comes only days after Sony just pulled.
Well, 80% of people get non-physical versions of games. Well, that's probably because most games nowadays don't even come with a physical version.
Over 500 movies from customers' accounts that they paid for while offering no refunds.
See, this is why I haven't paid for movies in like, I don't know, a decade.
For it. So customers had 500 movie titles that have now just fizzled into the ether, into the fucking back rooms in Sony.
As soon as they removed one, what was it? The Interview? As soon as they removed The Interview, I was out on it. And then later, Xbox removed access to their movies. Yeah, I was completely out on buying movies from these services. I wish there was, like, a place I could buy DRM-free movie files, like GOG, but for movies. And I want one for music, TV shows.
He says, suck our dick. You don't even get your money back. So you paid for limited access to these films. You rented them, fundamentally, even though you were under the impression...
They should at least give credit or something. Let people just buy things off of the PlayStation Store.
That you were buying them and owning them, but because of this digital landscape, you don't own anything. You are paying for a ticket that gives you access for a set amount of time, depending on the companies or depending on the licensing. The movies are getting pulled because of a licensing issue with Studio Canal, but it's Sony's platform, and now all the customers...
Sony's not the only one who does it. Xbox is actually worse about pulling games. Go ahead. Go buy Forza 4. Forza Horizon 4. Maybe even Forza 4. You can't do it.
That wasted their clams on it have nothing to show for it. It's just a void. It's blank now. You will own nothing and be happy, and Sony shamelessly makes this announcement in light of that, while also announcing that they're shutting down the PSN store for PlayStation 3 and PS Vita, meaning hundreds, if not thousands, of digital games that existed on those platforms are now gone forever.
Remember when Rockstar removed the access to the original GTA Vice City and GTA 3 and San Andreas because they had the definitive versions coming out, and that was the definitive version?
And not preserved because
there wasn't
physical copies of them.
It's the truest experience.
Were just digital titles there. So they are genuinely right in your face, hitting fucking Fortnite emotes on that ass, laughing and goatsing in front of you, showing like, yeah, you will own nothing and be happy. Look, we just took down this store.
Oh, you're damn right. If buying isn't owning, you know what I mean?
Revoking your access to these games that you paid for. They're gone, Buster, and there's nothing you can do about it, Slime. Not even the Dragon Balls could wish these back into existence. Shinron is powerless against PlayStation. But let's not get too rambunctious off rip. Maybe they've got a really good reason for it. In response to shifting trends in consumer preference, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. Oh, shifting trends. You mean like how when GTA just announced with no physical edition, people were rightfully fuming, pointing out how awful that is in light of everything that's happened in this industry, where you can just have your access to the things you purchased revoked at any point in time. So if you don't have something physical, you literally own nothing. You own the idea of something. It's imagination. SpongeBob and Patrick in the Box.
You own the temporary access to the thing that they're allowing you to use. It's just renting with a one-time fee for now. GTA Plus is a thing.
Imagining that they own their games right now when it's digital only. So if anything, the shifting trend in consumer preference is swinging back the other way to preferring physical media because of how bad this whole digital only shit has been. As consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical disc to digital,
because you're forcing it and you don't allow an easy path for like indie titles and retro titles to get new physical copies, and that's what people are buying. They're not buying your new slop. It's those goy flops. Give me a fucking break here, man. And people want to argue, well, PC hasn't had physical in years. Yeah, I wish it fucking did. The Skyrim box, remember the Skyrim box or like the Elder Scrolls boxes? That shit was so cool. I miss that.
Physical game disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued in January of 2028. Also, again, a load of barnacles, this is horseradish. People are wanting more physical now. Like, for me personally, I've been a big advocate of physical media for at least like the last year and a half.
We want better physical media. What's the point of buying a physical disc if it's basically just a code anyway? Because they're just gonna patch it and update after update. There's not even a point. The disc is meaningless.
Half, if not 2 years, because of this trend that we've been seeing of just losing access to what you've spent money on.
Honestly, I want to go to cartridge-based, make the game smaller. I think Nintendo had the right idea, except for they wanted to go with that fucking digital thing, where it's basically just a code. Then what's the point of printing the actual game on the cartridge? What's the point of having the cartridge at all at that point?
You're buying nothing. You are not buying anything. And they're just dangling their dicks right in front of our faces. Ubisoft unapologetically said consumers need to get more comfortable not owning their games. Like, how can you possibly be supportive of this? And people aren't. Like I said, I think the preference is shifting away from digital in light of wanting more physical.
The reason that people have shifted away from physical in the first place is because physical is bullshit now. You don't get a manual. You don't get any cool boxes, any cool special editions. The disc is meaningless because it's not actually the game that you end up with.
Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. This transition has no impact on games that already released or will be releasing prior to January 2028 in disc format. Also, something worth noting, this doesn't, like, they're saving a lot of money on not making physical games anymore, but it's not going to reflect in the pricing. The games are still going to be $70, $80 games.
$100, actually. They're going to give you the lower tier for like $70, $80. This is what we were complaining about 10, 20 years ago. They tried doing this shit. Now they're trying to bring it back, where they remove features from a game and sell it to you as extra content. But this time they're doing the day one DLC not as extra content. It's literally just the full experience. And it's gonna happen more and more. Rockstar has paved the way.
So, like, you're still getting slapped around with the pricing. It's not like this is going to bring down the cost of a now spiraling out of control industry. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. We'll continue to prioritize.
You want to know why people aren't buying your games? It's because you're full of shit. You don't realize that people are buying physical games. It's just older physical games. And from third-party retailers. And from each other. In like Facebook Marketplace. Because you fucked up. This, like, corporations have completely fucked up. They have lost the way.
Prioritize our resources to drive innovation on how players can access games and provide choices.
Fuck innovation! We don't need any more innovation. We need to go back and innovate on what we already had.
As to where players prefer to purchase new games, whether that's at retailers or the PlayStation Store, we remain committed to delivering a world-class gaming experience to our fans, and we thank you for your continued support. Hey pal, you just blew in from Stupid Town? If you are a digital-only platform, why the fuck would anyone choose you over Steam? Like, genuinely. You have a worse store. You
Let's not even talk about Steam. Let's talk about PCSX2. Because whether they like it or not, that's one of their major competitors, and it's fucking free. And you're using Sony's games to run it.
You shut down your stores too. You literally just shut down the PS3 store and PS Vita.
Yep, our PCSX3
one, so people wouldn't even feel comfortable buying from your store, considering at any point in time they'd have to be like living in fear that you're going to swoop in like the boogeyman and take away the things they bought. You have a much weaker store in terms of titles than Steam, so why would they choose you? Like, yes, it is more expensive.
You know what would be cool? If you could, like, create your own dashboard, like you can with PCSX2.
To build a PC that can handle, like, you know, more high-end gaming, but there are solid entry-level PCs out there, and yes, while PS5 is cheaper than that right now, I imagine the PS5 prices are going to go up as well, reflective of Xbox price increase.
And I just don't see myself buying any PS5 games. Any PS5 games that I would buy, I'd rather just get it on PC or do without. I'm all about PS2 and PS3 right now, baby. They need to get their shit together and go back. Need to go back.
I think that's the writing's on the wall. There's going to be a price increase pretty soon. So eventually the gap's not going to be that big.
A price increase for like top of the line stuff. If you go out and get old stuff, used stuff, like I'm using a Pentium Silver laptop for DOS games. Because I've been DOS gaming a lot. Like, I fucking hate how everything is just bigger and better, biggest and best. If it wasn't even like that in the PS2 days. Because even like PS2 and Xbox being biggest and best, I had that. I had those. And I was still on my computer, or my grandpa's computer, playing like AndCon and Newgrounds and shit. Those games, kinda technically, in comparison, were trash. But they were amazing. And they were small.
Big in terms of like price discrepancy between PS5 and PC. And again, PC has a much more robust catalog of games to choose from in the digital-only format with Steam. So why the fuck would anyone ever even consider shopping exclusively on the Sony PlayStation Store after you keep going scorched earth on physical media and taking away people's products that they bought, thinking that they owned them? Like, the way they're treating this shit, I wouldn't be surprised if they start going door to door, treating people that own physical PlayStation discs like terrorists. Like, excuse me, we're going to need to sweep the premises here. We need to check your house. Do you have physical discs here? We got
like the SWAT meme.
And they just start like taking it physically out of your hands to make you shop at the store. A store which, by the way, is more expensive shopping digital only on older titles. So if you bought the physical copies for some of the games here, like this tweet illustrates,
like seriously, they're competing with free. What are they doing?
You saved money getting the physical edition on like God of War, Ragnarok, Gran Turismo, those kind of things. But now that that's off the table,
do they even think about piracy at all? Other than just trying to stop it? Because whether they like it or not, that's their competition.
Going forward, these games presumably are never going to get cheaper on the PlayStation Store because they're still charging full price for these older games on the...
You gotta have a service that people are willing to pay for over just pirating. If you can't do that, then you're fucked.
Their store. So they're looking to even make more money off of going digital only when getting physical down the line has been cheaper. Now they fully got it by the titties here. They fully control it directly. So they never have to bring the price down because there's only digital options to choose from now. You can't get a physical edition now for these upcoming games. Thus, the price doesn't ever have to go down if Sony doesn't want it to, and it looks like they...
I think we should be able to make our own. I think they should release all of their games for free, and we just, like, start manufacturing cartridges and retro consoles that are offline that are just like PS2s or something. If we don't start doing it, China's going to start doing it. Because there's a market for it. People are hungry for it. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about it.
They really don't want it to. Still paying full price for some of these older titles to this day. Now let's take a peek at the bright future of digital only with Sony's immaculate track record of having stores that they shut down and take away the shit that you spend your money on. This is their announcement about shutting down the PS3 and Vita store. After nearly 2 decades of supporting the PS3 console generation, we wanted to let you know we'll be closing the PlayStation Store on PS3 as well as Vita. PlayStation Store on PS3 will close in select markets starting this year, followed by global pressures for PS3 and Vita next year. That means new content purchases will no longer be possible possible once the PlayStation Store closes on these devices. To ease the transition, players will still be able to download previously purchased content after the closing date for the foreseeable future.
For how long?
As the PlayStation Store continues to evolve to support modern commerce systems, including updated payment processing standards, PS3 Vita are no longer able to support these updates at the level required. As a result, we will need to close PlayStation Store on these devices in the time frames as followed. They then list out the time frame where eventually life support will be pulled on July 2027.
They're about to be even worse with the emulation. Well, better for us. Worse for Sony. Because now they're just basically setting it free. They could be making a new PS3 and re-release these games, but nope. They gotta go for that live service. New, bigger, better.
That's doomsday. We know this news may be disappointing to PS3 and Vita players who hold a special place in their hearts for this generation of gaming. They represent an important era in PlayStation history.
Then why'd you do it?
Decision. As they continue to expand the PlayStation experience
decision.
on newer devices, most of our users are playing on today. We need to focus more resources on delivering the best gaming experience on these platforms as we look towards the future. To our amazing players, we want to give our heartfelt thanks for your ongoing passion and support, which they love to keep wiping their ass with, by the way. Thanks for all the passion and support, Sony fans. We're going to keep taking away your games, by the way, and no physical media, by the way.
Yeah, while the Stop Killing Games shit's going fucking haywire.
Thank you again. Big thumbs up. Come give us a fist bump. Which has helped inspire us to shape PlayStation into what it is today. What? A pile of dog shit? It's insulting. We're excited for the future ahead as we continue to push the boundaries of play. We look forward to having you on this journey with us as we explore new game worlds and new adventures that have yet to come. What a heartfelt message.
Yet to come right all over your faces.
To the community and to gamers worldwide. Hey, you should shop with us digitally. And yes, we might just shut it all down at some point, so everything you spent hundreds if not thousands of dollars on will vanish, and you have no recourse. That's just something you're gonna have to live with.
Yeah, this should be fucking illegal. It's not gonna be because they're corporations. International corporations at that. Tied to payment processors.
Why aren't you getting your wallet out? Why are you guys not shopping on PlayStation Store right now? This is exciting. This is coming from a place of passion. We're pushing boundaries here for a generational experience for our community. We're doing everything. We're bending over backwards for you bitches. You're so selfish. What?
Don't you know we got God of War Laundry coming out? Or whatever it's called?
You want to own your games? Are you crazy? You want to own your games? No. You think you want to own
Intergalactic
your games, but you don't want to own anything. You want us to control it. You want us to take it away at some point. You want it digitally. Please, come on, get in here. It's stupid, man. It's so stupid. They're so out of touch, it's painful. Naturally, everyone's pointing to this with the PS4 where they showcased, here's how you share your games on PS4, and then they hand each other the physical copy and say thanks. This was a massive dunk at the time, pushing back against a lot of shit we were seeing the industry starting to do at that point already with how they were handling, like, sharing games and such. And this was...
Just use your mobile hotspot, bro. Just use your mobile hotspot. That's what I was hearing about verification status for games, so you'd be able to verify that you actually purchased them. People were saying, well, you gotta connect online. You just use your phone, bro.
Was Sony lat spreading here and making disc-based games a large part of the PS4's identity, which became a big selling point at the time that really propelled it above the competitors. And they made it clear with PS4 that physical was something they valued greatly and like the importance of being able to...
Yeah, I don't compromise on shit anymore. If you do shit just a little bit that I don't like, I'm completely out. There's so many 10 out of 10 decisions, 10 out of 10 games elsewhere. I don't need it, man. My backlog and my front log. There's still so many games that I haven't bought or unconventionally acquired. Like I said, I'm getting into DOS here recently. There's so much, especially in the point-and-click adventure games.
To share a game back and forth, physically passing it to one another. This was a huge successful campaign that they ran about that. So a core part of PlayStation's identity, not even that long ago, was these physical discs and being able to share the physical discs like that. Look at us now. Look at how quickly shit's changed. And changed for the worse. Significantly worse. There are no benefits to this change. There is no one that should be excited about this, because why would you as a consumer...
Well, I could think of some benefits. everything is going to become more free now because more people are going to be unconventionally acquiring everything.
Even want to have the chance that what you bought disappears. You spent your money on it. You should own it.
I mean, you can get it back. There's a way to get it, you know? If they took it away from you, would that be illegal? If Sony pulled this out of your libraries and you went and unconventionally acquired it? I mean, you paid for it and they took it away.
But you don't. And they're not even being honest with you about what you're doing. You're not even buying to own, you are renting from them. They're not even calling it what it is, which is renting. You are getting admission to this product, a license to this product for...
And it pisses me off that politicians don't fucking care about this. They want to push trans libraries, but like when it comes to actual shit that people want, it's crickets.
However long they deem necessary, or however long their deals with the licensor, like in the case of the movies, lasts. But you as a consumer could very well end up with nothing, like they just take it away from you. That shouldn't be something you're okay with. Like, it shouldn't. If you are okay with it, you're wrong for being okay with it. I'm just going to tell you right to your face.
Spec Ops the line.
You should own what you are spending your money on here in this industry. And they're not even advertising it as anything other than you owning it. They're trying to mislead you with what's actually happening in this digital-only process. And it's just out of control. It is truly out of control.
And so many people are defending it. Just like they defend all of the bullshit. There's so many people that defend it. I don't get it.
I can't, I had a hunch that Sony was going to go this direction, especially after the GTA 6 announcement. I had a feeling, I think most people kind of had a feeling in their gut, but I didn't think it would be this quick. This is a week later that they're just boldly, brazenly making this announcement that
They made 5 terrible announcements all at once and then ditched their social media for now.
Wiping their ass with physical media. Disc-based games, they're going to be gone soon. I thought it'd take still a couple more years before they felt confident enough to just pull the rug there and just say all right, it's gone. But yeah, they did it, and it really sucks. Anyway, that's about it. See ya.